I'm Kevin Voigt. I'm from Black Creek, Wisconsin, Green Bay area, northeastern Wisconsin, and here we are in Louisville. So
First time with this truck?
first time here, first time ever showing a truck out of the state of Wisconsin. So it's been a real neat experience. So here we are, and first time ever showing here in Louisville. I've been here as a spectator in 2016 and caught the truck fever and went home and bought that, and it's never been finished. So
Within days of leaving?
the next day.
So it 9
I went
years
home on
ago?
a Saturday. Yeah, I went home on a Saturday, and on Sunday night I bought it in 2016. So
What is it?
it is a 1998 Freightliner FLB 227 wheelbase, N14 Cummins in it. Has a 13-speed and 342 gears. So
Why this truck?
it just grabbed me. I'm a clean, classy, cool kind of guy. Less is more. And when I seen it the first time, it was black and white, and it just kind of grabbed
And
me.
you've even got the branding
right,
on point, so
right,
you are
yeah.
a classy
So
kind of guy.
It grabbed my attention. I grew up with Freightliners and my family riding with my dad. My first ride in trucks was in a Cabover. That was actually an 81 Peterbilt, but after that we got Freightliners. I grew up all summer in Freightliner. My first job was PDI in trucks for a Freightliner dealer, and I just fell in love with it, and I walked up and it kind of was, yeah, that's the truck. So
Do you remember your first experience in a truck? Or too young to remember?
well, I think I got a picture that shows that I wasn't any taller than that front steer tire, so I can remember sitting on the doghouse and still had the fuzz the radar detector buzzing, and I can remember we went to Merrill, Wisconsin on the 2-lane road, and it was a neat trip with my dad. So
What did he haul?
cheese. So,
Of course.
Well, we got a lot of cheese and beer and all brats and all the other good stuff in Wisconsin, but pretty much cut our teeth hauling cheese. So.
And what do you haul now? Are you still a full-time trucker?
Oh yeah. I truck full time. Kind of turned into a family type deal with my dad. Still helps us. Our family friends, real close friends. We run about 10 trucks, and we still haul cheese, pizza, building supplies, specialty machine type stuff. So it took us. This is my 25th year of driving now. So started right out of high school, left high school, and the next week started truck driving school, and 9 weeks later I was a truck driver and went trucking. So
Oh my goodness. And how did your family feel about that? Were they excited or like another one?
I think mom, I don't think my mom was a big fan. She told me to get a real job, but she was pretty well used to it. My dad, it's all we've done, farm and truck all our life, so it's kind of been normal to us.
So you found this the day after Louisville.
Yep, it was for sale on Marketplace by a guy in Michigan. Mike Miller did a neat job. Gave this truck a huge head start. This truck was originally purposed. It was spec'd out of South Bend, Indiana, as a car hauler. So it was originally had a rack on it, pulled off the back. You're pretty close to here, probably at some point, like right about here where they had the U-bolts. Were some marks in the frame. They got that all out of there now, but he took that off, put a fifth wheel on it. Now that we redid it again, we put a stationary fifth wheel on just for, I never used the old slider. Well, if you want the wife to help you on date night wash your truck, a little easier to clean. So
Does that happen often?
It happens often.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. So she's a good sport.
She's been washing trucks with me since the first truck came home. So
Does she ride in it with you?
well, she used to ride all the time, and well, kids in life, and she's made a few little trips in this Cabover, but
Now you call it never finished.
we call it never finished. So I'm afraid if it gets finished, the wife's going to want to start something else. So we'll just keep it unfinished. So.
Oh, of course.
Right.
She'll have to have another
Right.
project for sure. So what's next for it if it's not finished? Do you have
Well,
plans?
We don't have major plans. We got a few little things that we want to tighten up here and touch up. And honestly, what's next is I kind of want to put it back to work and get back to hauling cheese and building supplies and whatever. What's next is I hope to see everybody out on the road with it, really.
And you did work it previously?
I've worked it in the summers, tried to park it for the winters because it's getting hard to find the body panels on the front and something happens.
Do you have indoor storage for it?
We do. thanks, Dad. I mean, but yeah, usually we park it when the shed gets rearranged with the tractors. It gets put away for the winter.
This is fancy. This is nice.
A guy, a welder friend of ours up in Wisconsin, made this entire light bar and all that. That's kind of his. He's a welder.
Did he come up with the
Custom made.
idea?
Yeah, custom made. That was all John Becker at J&B. So that was, we call him John the Welder. So he neat guy and made a lot of neat stuff like the airline hookups, the rear bar. He was the one to make the I don't know if they could see the Freightliner emblem at the back of the battery box, but he Frenched that in off the back of the battery box and then backlit it. That's like a chrome window tint on the Freightliner sign that we got backlit with 5 red lights at night. So that was all John's hard work. The guys at Amcan Truck Parts put all of this back together. Total appearance, did the repaint on the frame and the cab, did a great job. Paint really came out nice. Been a lot of heart and soul and stress put into getting it back together for the show. But
what's your favorite part of it?
You know, this is the first time we've seen any color on the truck, so we hand painted the doors, had them hand striped, hand lettered by a guy out of Michigan, Brush Fire Design. Kurt Smith did a really neat job. Kind of was a Facebook find, take a chance, and it was just a.
Did he come to you with his van?
He came. Oh yeah, he sported the van all the way from Michigan. So awesome van, awesome guy.
Well, you got the truck from Michigan, right?
We did get the truck from Michigan. So yeah, he came in and hand lettered everything, and it's the first time since I've owned it we've had
stripe, right?
any color on the truck. Otherwise, it's only been white and black. So it's really grown on me and set the truck off. Just gave it a little bit of a different touch. So
how tall is it? It looks like some tall stacks.
Well, we got them right at 13.6 to get the smoke up over the reefer. So. You know, the guys at ELM Repair overhauled and did the motor up real nice for her, and she's tuned and she runs down the road pretty nice. But we put the exhaust up there, make sure the smoke ain't getting all over the trailer.
Gonna give a peek underneath here too. Are these some new steps also?
Yeah, 12 gauge made us brand new custom steps for the truck. We did have a car try to take the old ones out, so we had to source some different ones, and it worked out really well.
But all they got was the steps?
The car actually hit right here, just grazed the back of the step, and then took out the entire fuel tank and spiraled back into the fender and the front axle.
While it was out working one day?
Yeah, on a sunny day on November 13th of 2023, on the last ride of the year. You would have never thought, and things happened, but it was a real blessing. Nobody ended up being hurt. The truck's been repaired and fixed, and we're still trucking, and everybody's happy and still smiling. So.
It is spotless under here. Like, I am under the cab of the truck, and it is absolutely neat as a pin. That's amazing. How long did you spend cleaning it?
3 days. My clothes yesterday didn't look spotless, so we did get it all cleaned up, and we appreciate the compliment. We really worked hard. The guys with Evans Polishing.
I'm wearing white, and it's still white.
Right. The guys have been under there every day cleaning and.
You're keeping it all local then.
Yes. No, I had a lot of local good help.
And what class did you enter?
So we went all in, I guess. So we went for the limited. This is in the limited bobtail class. So.
And first show, or is
I don't think they combine them, but I'm not for sure. But this is definitely my first time. So.
Well, as a first timer, what all is what's involved with the judging process?
They did lights last night, interior and exterior lights. They all got to be DOT legal. They all got to be attached to the truck. Today we went through the truck. They did, I guess with a Cabover, they didn't have us raise the cab, but they went through the interior, looked at the interior. We talked about how we redid it. Spare Time made us new door panels and the new interior. We kept the original dash panels and all of that. they walked around the truck. We had to explain it a little bit, and well, they gave it the white glove treatment. And from what I could tell, it looked like their fingers came up clean.
White
so
sleeve
we're
treatment
hoping for the
works.
best.
And you're doing an excellent job telling your story too. So no worries there. in
Well,
that
we try to
department.
be long story short, but usually it turns into long story long. So
Truck drivers, I think they're all used to that, and some pinstriping in here too. I see.
no, Kurt did a really neat job. He put the name of the truck on the back side of the visor, and on the other side it says Casey said yes. So she said yes to fixing the truck one more time, because I've had to ask a few times, and well, Casey's my wife, and
Oh, and you got the name on the seats here too. Just got to that. Sorry. Have you slept in the truck at all?
not yet. I did make the bed yesterday, but
Good job.
I have not slept in. Not 2023. I packed my bag and we'd go trucking for a week. So I have spent quite a few nights and a lot of time, and it sleeps nice. So
How do you find the short shifter?
it's great. It's got a long throw. So this is a real nice shifting truck. It really works out well. The placement is good, and I just love driving it. And I love the interaction with people that you get with this truck. It reminds you, in this truck, everybody's back to old school. You got to have your wave ready when you drive this truck, and you got to have.
Let's see your best trucker wave.
I mean,
that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't even hardly practice yet, so
Good job.
maybe by tomorrow I'll really have it down.
And that was your right hand.
Well, I'm
'cause
right-handed, so I
Okay,
mean,
it's like over the head sort
right?
of thing.
Yeah.
Now, normally I would climb up and look, but I don't want to get those steps dirty.
Oh, well,
So
if
I'm gonna
you'd
slide my shoes off.
No, you don't
actually.
do that.
I'm
You
gonna
can
do
you
it.
can do that. I've been up and
I'm gonna
down
do
there
it.
all.
I'm gonna do it.
No,
Off they go.
that'll hurt your
We're
toes.
doing the
That'll
white
make
sock treatment.
Oh, and watch that. That's.
I'm used to skipping steps,
Oh.
so I skip my step because it's painted. So is yours. Propping the camera up here a second, and oh, those are clean. Look! We're going all in.
Oh, don't worry about
I'm covering
that.
it up.
Judging's all over. It
I don't
matter
care.
anymore. It's fun, they say, after this. So.
There we go. Whoop. All right, we're in. So custom new interior.
New interior.
Tell me about the interior.
Randy at Spare Time Fab. We sent out all the old panels, made us all new panels for this. We wanted to keep the kind of the factory gray look. This had the Freightliner velour kind of interior in it when we bought it. Really looked nice, but after time the glue was starting to let loose. It was time to tighten it up. So we had the opportunity here, and the new visor. We had all the headliner and everything was out of the truck, so we tried to replicate it, and we wanted to keep it looking still factory Freightliner. This is still the Freightliner dash with 1.5 million miles on the dash. It's still held up after all them miles. So
I have to give a shout out to Steering Creations for this beautiful steering.
Yeah,
wheel,
no, love the old school wheel in it, and
does the air conditioning work?
Oh yeah. No, I'm an air conditioning guy, so if you leave the window down too long, you get flies and dust, and you can't have that. So
No, it can't be dirty in
right,
here.
can't have dirt in the truck. So
what is your favorite part driving this? Like as the driver, what is sitting in the seat, other than the obvious feeling of driving the truck? What is your favorite thing about it?
I really love the Freightliner dash. I grew up with that. The fact of driving this truck, the blind spots take you a little bit to get used to, but the visibility out the front is awesome. When you get in a tight dock, you can you can do things with this truck that I can't do with my others, and that makes it really neat.
And that view right in front of you, is that like a negative reminder, seeing the word never? No.
No, well, just remember, we can't have it finished. So.
Right. Would you have another dream truck project?
Well, I got ideas, but I guess I haven't. I don't have nothing lined up yet. So
you don't want to think about it.
I don't want to quite think of. We're going to probably have to give that a day yet, but. You know, Sunday we'll probably go home from Louisville, and we'll probably have some more truck fever and ideas. So who knows what's next. I appreciate you stopping by and your attention for the truck. So
heck yeah.
we hope to have fun, and we hope to see everybody out on the road with it. I hope to not just have it sit in the garage collecting dust. So
No.
I want everybody to come out and see it, and hopefully see it in its work environment. So